Redhead Siren, Insomnia Overnight, where ideas are born. It's better than counting sheep. Insomnia. For all who do not sleep. Adam and women. When God was creating women, he must have forgotten about men. Otherwise, he would never have made us. Out of sheer male solidarity, of course. On the other hand, everything in the world is created for balance. Even boobs. Boobs are the counterweight to male logic. And let's be honest, sometimes a pretty heavy counterweight. To ensure that men don't get too comfortable and actually achieve something in life, God invented periods, children, and mortgages. Let's face it, it's hard to lazily lie on the couch when it's on credit, in a house where your wife is sitting with PMS and a newborn baby. So, get up and work, you lazy bum. Meanwhile, the girl will go get her nails done, and later she'll probably do your brain too. We women love that. No, we are not like that. We are not like that. After all, we were created from Adam's rib, handcrafted by God himself. Made in Heaven is a brand that's been around forever, and it's still the most trusted one. They even have that cross as their logo, and their franchises are all over the world. You know what I wonder though? Did Adam mind having his rib taken? Or did he volunteer? Maybe he was bored, wandering around Eden, tired of everything, and fishing and beer hadn't been invented yet. He probably asked God for some fun, blackjack and hookers, but God misheard. If Adam had known what God was going to carve out of that rib, maybe he would have stuck with the apples and walked around garden pants free, happy as can be. But no, poor Adam created his own problems, and now he has to deal with them. He accepted that forbidden fruit from her hand, right? He did it. Decided to step out of his comfort zone and out of paradise. Now he has to go to work like a fool when he could have been chilling pants free in Eden. And now he has to put on pants. What are those, jeans? Couldn't you find something more respectable? Oh, come on, what would you do without your wife? Here, put this on, gorilla. It's a tuxedo. We are going to my mom's for dinner. I'm kidding, of course. It's not advertising that drives progress, it's women. If it weren't for us, you'd still be sailing on wooden rafts and reading clay tablets instead of books. But women need all sorts of interesting things. Tweezers for eyebrows, sanitary pads, Botox, shampoo for dry hair, cream for dry skin. Why are we so dry anyway? Probably because men suck the life out of us. But don't worry, we scoop out their brains in return little by little, with a tiny spoon, sometimes with a small drill. We call it love. By the way, I heard feminism has won in America. Women now stand shoulder to shoulder with men, breathing down their necks. Their salaries are even higher than some men's. They can manage kids on their own, chop wood and milk cows. Suddenly, Adam is no longer needed. More than that, women have now come up with a terrifying word: harassment. It's when you stare at their boobs longer than you are supposed to, or from the wrong angle. And even if there's barely anything to stare at, they still sue you. Men need something like that too, I think. like when she stares at your paycheck, for instance, and even if there's barely anything to stare at, but you've already sued her. We could have lived peacefully together, though, but I suspect God made us so different on purpose, so that we would constantly drive each other crazy and each of us would look for a way out of unpleasant situations into something more enjoyable. In other words, evolve. After all, when you are alone and everything is great, you don't invent life hacks. But when everything's great, except for the fact that you have a wife, you could write a whole book on how she tried to improve you, even though you are already the cutest little muffin in the world. Women are designed to worry, this I'm sure of. We are meant to create and reduce the entropy in the universe. We don't give birth to men just for them to lie on the couch. Think of all that wasted energy. You could be out buying groceries or taking out the trash instead. Women need everything to be in order, while men rule over chaos. Take socks, for example. The challenge men threw at us is obvious. You can clean an apartment, a city, or even the entire planet, but somewhere, in the farthest reaches of Egypt or Stuttgart, a pair of men's socks will proudly lie on the floor. Unbroken, like Django Unchained, slightly dusty, silently screaming for freedom and resisting cleaning as an act of personal oppression. It's performance art, really. And I've long started treating my husband's socks as an installation that just need to be sent to the laundry now and then. Museums take care of their exhibits too, right? Before, there was patriarchy. Now there is matriarchy. And women's rights are in the foreground. I want matriarchy. It could be more fun. Someday, we will level out and become friends with each other. But it will not be today. Not today. By the way, I'm curious, what kind of issues do men and women face in marriage or relationships in your country? Let me know in the comments, please. Hi everyone, I'm Redhead Siren and I improve my English with my podcast. Some of these stories are true from my life, but not always. And you can check my English and correct me in the comments. I would be happy. See you next time!